Sat Nam. Truth is my name. My name is also Melissa, and this is Sunday Kundalini Yoga Sky. Welcome. Today we are doing a full physical Kriya called Kriya for Tolerance. And I will explain my thought process after we tune in, because we're always a little more protected after we tune in. So let's go ahead and set the space, come inside, prepare for practice. Bring the hands together at the heart center. Palms are flat and pressing into each other. Thumbs are in at the sternum and pressing in just a bit. Sit up nice and straight. Go ahead and close the eyes down and focus at the brow point, that place where the bridge of the nose meets the brow. Let's take a deep inhale together through the nose. And we'll hold it at the top and practice Mul Bandh. We squeeze the anus, sex organs, lower abdomen comes up and in. Draw the energy up. Imagine it floating, spiraling up through the chakras and out the crown of the head. Through the nose, exhale. And let's do 2 more breaths together, and then we'll tune in with our Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deep. Hold. And exhale. 1 more deep inhale. This time, pull the crown of the head to the ceiling as the shoulders come down. Your wings fold back, up, down, back, and rest in the back. Through the nose, exhale. And we'll inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep inhale. Keep the eyes closed, bring everything up, engage Mul Bandh. Draw the energy up, check your neck lock, Jalandhar Bandh, neck in line with the spine. Pull the chin slightly back as if you're driving a car, trying to hear a conversation in the back seat. Hold. Everything is up, heart is lifted, and yet everything is relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed, lower body is relaxed. And exhale. Keep the eyes closed, relax the hands down to the lap. We'll take a moment here in silence, as we do pause so often after important movements. Allowing the energies of our tune-in mantra to settle in and prepare us for practice. On an inhale, you can open the eyes or leave them closed if you listen better that way. Okay, ready to explain my thought process now. Again, today is Kriya for Tolerance. We're going to start with 3 pretty rigorous warm-ups, and then we'll go right into the Kriya. It's very active and strong Kriya. I will try to give modifications where possible. My thought here is you're either doing this Kriya because you like experimenting and seeing what is Melissa going to do this Sunday or whatever day and time of day that you're practicing. Or you're doing the Kriya because you want to be tolerant. Like you are finding yourself in a space where you're not feeling very tolerant. Something's bugging you. Something, you got a monkey on your back, or 3 or 4 or 5. And you would like to do something about it. So first of all, congratulations. That's excellent self-awareness to know that you are not your most tolerant self and you would like to do something about it. So go follow me here. Let's step back. Why are we feeling intolerant? Probably because we have lost control of the situation in some way. It's not going the way we planned or intended. Our expectations are not being met. And so when things go sideways like that for us, we start to get impatient and intolerant. And a lot of that has to do with the ego. I had a very funny professor, like a guest professor, who our company actually hired to come in and do a humor workshop basically for a day. It was fun. It was team building. I was lucky to be able to participate. And anyway, she wrote the word ego on the board, EGO, and asked us what it meant or what it stood for. And we're like, it's hard to explain what ego means just in the middle of a day when you're not expecting a question like that. And underneath, she did an acrostic kind of deal. And so under the E, she put everything. Under the G, she put gets. And under the O, she wrote overblown. So everything gets overblown. That's what ego means, is that we start seeing ourselves as the center of the universe. This is my perception. This is the way I want it. Why aren't people playing my game? And everything gets overblown and we get ticked off or mad, intolerant, angry, that kind of thing. That's just my little supposition this morning. So my thought is, if we're feeling like everything's getting overblown, if we're in our ego, let's get out of the ego through humor, laughter, and being silly. So today we're going to practice as if we're in an acting class. And I want you to go ham on these movements and just have a lot of fun, laugh. We're going to go through all the emotions. And so hopefully, my hope is that by the end of this Kriya, you have felt every emotion in a very strong way, and then maybe whatever situation is getting at you will be toned down. All right, let's get to it. Come to your feet. The first 3 warm-ups are on the feet. Make sure you have enough space. We're going to be starting with a yogic march, just playing some music and timing for us. So yogic march, the hands come into fists and we punch up into the air, alternate arm with alternate leg. So like this. And I like to bring my thumb inside my fist because in Kundalini Yoga, the thumb represents the ego. And anytime we can physically contain, symbolically contain that ego, let's do it. Okay. So 1.5 minutes of yogic marching. I want you to think about your posture, really tucking in your navel center, your abdomen, your core, all the muscles coming in to support this movement. March as high as you can. Get those knees as high as they will go. Let's see, what's the beat? Done? There we go. You can take it faster or slower. It's up to you. I'm going to march in time with the music. Now, if you'd like to bump this up, you can do a little toe raise to get the cardio up even more. And of course, you can do a lower lift, and you might just be doing a small step depending on the state of your knees, etc. So acting class, do your best march. You can breathe any which way, I don't care. Through the nose, through the mouth. We're just getting the body warmed up, getting the blood flowing, moving the lymph. I can already tell I'm not going to need this shirt. Little bit longer. Bump it up for the last few seconds. Lift those knees even higher. Try coming on your toe. Whew. Good. Okay. Let's control this. Bring one arm, opposite leg up. Ooh, little balance. Inhale deep. Engage Mul Band. Close your eyes for an extra balance challenge. Exhale. Other arm, other leg come up. Balance, inhale, engage Mul Band, draw the energy up. Exhale, relax, release. Give those arms and hands a shake. Shake out the legs. Okay, so that's yogic march. Getting the body nice and ready to go here. Next we're going to be doing some twists. I'm going to take this off because I'm too hot. Okay, upper body twists. Arms come, arms come on the shoulders. The four fingers come in front, thumb is in back, and we're going to inhale, exhale. So twist, twist, tilt, tilt. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay? I don't really care what side you inhale on. We usually inhale to the left though in Kundalini Yoga. Here's our tempo. Twist, twist, tilt, tilt. If that's too fast for you, please take it any pace you'd like. As for our acting class analogy here, having fun with this class, this one makes me think I'm just a big elephant. Swinging those big ears around. Core is tucked in, protecting the lower back. The harder you pull in on the core, the more of a twist and a bend you can take. But please take it easy. We don't want to go overboard on our warm-up. A few more seconds here. Core should be getting nice and warm. And come to the center. Hands stay on the shoulders, elbows up. Inhale deep. Close those eyes down. Engage Mulban, draw the energy up. Check your neck lock. Is your chin jutting out? If so, tuck it back, bring it back. Neck in line with the spine, crown of the head to the ceiling. And as you slowly lower the hands, exhale, relax. Let's stand in complete stillness for just a moment, breathing in and out the nose. Really exciting our sympathetic nervous system, our fight, flight, freeze. What are we going to have to do next in this acting class? What sort of improv? And then taking a moment to go back into parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. Last warm up. Oh yes, we're going to be working on the hips. So I'll show you before I start the music. You're going to take a leg, any leg, okay? And don't stand with the feet too far apart, but you do want to be in a nice balanced stance for this. Pick a leg, draw the knee up, open the hip, make a circle, and then you're going to circle those hips in that direction 3 times. Then you're going to take the other leg, cross over a bit, step up and around. So we're doing a nice big hip circle here. Plant the leg and 3 hip circles in that direction. 3, okay? So step, circle, circle, circle. Step the other way, circle, circle, circle. Really concentrate on your hips and the movement of the ball socket hip joint, really opening that up as much as possible for you this morning, this afternoon, this evening. Let's start. Step 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and step, rotate that way, 3, step the other way, and rotate that way, 2, 3, let's keep going. I hope you like bagpipes. So we're getting ready to, I don't know, do some activity on a Celtic field. Let's say it's sport and not anything worse. Maybe some kind of hunt. Deep breaths here. The body is probably naturally helping you out on the breathing front. Hips, taking those hips out on an adventure. We don't do enough with our hips. We tend to move in a front to back plane of motion only with them, sitting and walking. And the hips really want to rotate. They are a ball and socket joint, and they want to move in all these crazy directions. So something to think about every day. A few more. All right, that'll do. Let's come to stillness in the center, hands on the hips. Inhale deep. Close the eyes down, engage Mulband. Thrum that energy up, up, up through the lower chakras, mid chakras, into the head, up and out the crown. Exhale, relax your shoulders. Engage Mulband from below, from the exhale. And breathe in and out through the nose. Bring your feet back into a comfortable stance. Eyes are closed. The whole body relaxed. That was our third warm-up. We will now be transitioning into starting the Kriya. So get yourself a drink of water or whatever you need to be ready. I know that was a little bit of active warm-ups, which is good for us. The first position that we're going to be in calls for bear grip. Your right hand is going to be on top, okay? Your right hand is going to be on top, and the fingertips are gripping, and the left hand is pulling away. They're both hands are pulling away at the fingertips, and we're going to have this in at the navel center. So the navel center is not exactly at the belly button. They say that it is located, it's an energetic point, and it's located 3 inches behind and below the belly button. So we're going to be pressing in with that bear grip. So pretend you're a nice, big, strong bear, and you're, I don't know, bringing your cub in for a really tight hug at your navel center. So you're going to pull in, you're going to inhale and exhale. Pull the hands apart and push in at the navel center and hold that exhale for just a few moments. And then you'll inhale fully through the nose and keep pulling and keep pushing for 7 to 8 seconds. So you're holding on the inhale and then exhale all the air out and push in for a couple seconds. Inhale. So you're holding the inhale for longer, 7 to 8 seconds, exhaling all the way, holding for a couple seconds, and then starting the pattern over and over again. Close the eyes down. Focus the eyes at the brow point. Let's start together. Inhale deep. Pull those hands apart as you press really hard into the navel center. Hold. When you need, exhale all the way through the nose and hold that exhale out for a couple seconds. Inhale deep and hold and continue at your own pace. So continually pulling the arms both apart, the hands apart, and pushing in at the navel center. Very intense exercise. Be a fierce mama or papa bear. And the idea of this Kriya is we're heating up the navel center. And when we stimulate the energy at the navel center, it has a better chance of circulating and rising up into the higher chakras. Remember, the third chakra is our willpower, our determination, how we see things through. Okay, wherever you're at, fully exhale. Let's inhale together and finish this off with some nice Mulband. So inhale deep, squeeze, pull the hands apart, engage Mulband, press into that navel center, consolidate, integrate, imagine the energy rising up through the nose, exhale. Engage Mulband again, one more pull, one more push. Good. All right, release. Woo, shake the hands out. Close the eyes back down and take a moment of stillness, hands resting on the lap. Sitting in the echo of that exercise, our first move in this Kriya for tolerance. I'm just going to read the full description really quick, the comments. To gain strength for tolerance and humility, the navel center needs to be developed. This Kriya works on the abdomen, stimulating the navel energy to rise to the higher centers and then integrating it with the whole aura. It is a good preparation for meditation. 2 cycles of this Kriya gives you a good physical tune-up. Okay, next movement. Movement 2 in Kriya for tolerance is Sat Kriya from the knees. So maybe you noticed I'm going to be sitting on a meditation cushion, so I have a little bit of padding between the bum and the heels. You can also sit in easy pose for Sat Kriya. We're going to start with the arms out. So lift the heart. Left arm pulls to the left, right arm pulls to the right. And then we're going to bring the hands into a prayer overhead. You can accommodate this by crossing one thumb over the other, or you can clasp the fingers and keep the pointer finger up. Whichever modification you would like to use. We're going to take this quick, and it's only for 1.5 minutes. Sat, nam, sat, nam. Pull the navel in as we chant Sat and relax it on Nam. Eyes are closed, and let's begin. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Keep pulling the hands higher and higher into the air. Shoulders are relatively relaxed. Navel center comes back hard on every Sat and relaxes on Nam. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. A little longer, stay with it. Make sure you're not tilting forward or back. So checking the posture, micro adjustments. Sort of focused at the brow point. Sat, nam, 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 sat, nam. Excellent. Inhale deep. Keep the arms where they are. Engage Mul Bandha. Draw the energy up, 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 up from the base of the spine all the way up and out the crown of the head into infinity. Keep the arms where they are. Exhale. And when you have fully exhaled, engage Mul Bandha again. Imagine the energy floating up through the arms, up and out the fingertips into infinity. Inhale, exhale, float the arms down through the auric field. Fingertips to touch the ground, rounding any negative energies we just scooped out. Through that exercise, through the act of combing through our auric field. I always think of removing negativity when we're doing things like that. So yeah, feeling this in the navel center. Here's where we're focusing. Okay, so next one, I want you to summon all the suffering, okay? Summon all the suffering. I want you to suffer through the first part of this next exercise. You're going to be in a kind of a boat pose. So the legs are going to come up to 60 degrees, and the arms are out behind you straight, okay? And we're going to be doing breath of fire. It's only for 1 minute. You can modify this by coming back onto the elbows if that helps you. Remember though, this is for the navel center. The legs can also bend, so you're in this modified boat pose. Do your best. Breath of fire, so panting in and out through the nostrils, really driving this energy, holding yourself up with the breath of fire. And please go ahead and suffer with me for 1 minute. Let's begin. Eyes are closed and focused at the brow point. energy, mental energy is focused at the navel center. We're trying to heat up, we're trying to suffer, we're trying to get ourselves angry. We're experiencing every emotion today. In order to kind of let the excess run off so we can be back to our patient, tolerant selves. A little bit longer, 10 more seconds. Inhale, engage mole bond. Exhale, bring the hands down, come or legs down, come to a seated position and start belly laughing. Oh, what you said was so funny. Belly laughing deep. Eyes are closed. This is for our belly. Act like you are having so much fun right now. Oh, these yoga classes are always a kick. Try to make your laughter sound genuine. And inhale through the nose. Close those eyes down. Bring the hands into Gyan Mudra. Thumbs touching forefingers. Hold, engage, mole band. Eyes still closed. Exhale through the nose. Engage, mole band again. Allowing the energy to rise. And relax. Take a moment in stillness here, breathing normally in and out the nose, recovering from your suffering, your anger, whatever emotions you traveled through, and faking laughter, or maybe it became real laughter. Notice, become aware of how you feel on the inside. How does your body feel? How does your heart feel? How does your airflow feel? Notice the quality of your thoughts, the expression on your face. All right, you're good sports, all of you. Anger. Summon your anger, summon your aggression. Come up and sit on something if you'd like. We're going to be punching. So whatever position is most suited for you for that. Okay, so yes, we're holding on the inhale. We're punching on the held inhale. So I'm going to again put my, it doesn't specify, but I'm going to put my thumbs inside to contain that ego, inside my fists. You're going to inhale deep, punch, 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 punch with alternating arms, hands and arms. And when you need to exhale, stop the movement, fully exhale, inhale fully, and start again. Okay? So summon your frustration, perhaps I won't give you too many visuals, but visualize whatever you want to summon the most frustration, the most anger, the most intolerance for any kind of given situation, person, state of the world that you have going on right now. Let's summon, channel that, and get it out, okay? So let's go ahead and begin. Remember, you're doing this on the inhale. So inhale and punch, punch as fast as you can. Eyes are closed and focus at the brow point. Breath is held. When you need to, exhale through the nose. Stop the movement. Inhale, hold, and begin again. Continue at your own pace, punching with the breathing cycle. Tap into your own aggression. Keep going. Little under a minute. We need an Oscar-winning performance here. I think authenticity is probably maybe what wins Oscars. I'm not sure. Awesome. Exhale. Okay, let's finish the exercise together. So one hand forward, one hand back in those fists. Inhale deep. Engage mole bond, eyes are closed. Focus fiercely at the brow point. Pull the energy up, relax the legs, relax the shoulders. Everything else is tight, tight, tight. Exhale. Switch arms. Inhale. Engage mole bond. Draw the energy up, 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 up from the base of you, out the crown of the head. Imagine vectors of energy shooting out through that fist into infinity as well. Exhale, lower the arms. Breathe normally in and out the nose. Eyes are closed. Hands resting on the lap. Take a moment to recover from that. You might have gone to a bit of an intense place. Fight, flight, fright, freeze, all the F's. Let's bring it back into R&R, rest and relax. The breaths in and out the nose tell the body and the mind, for that matter, that everything is okay, you're safe. But we need to fake it here, practicing those moments of intensity, of strong emotion, and of controlling with alacrity, with speed, the transition between being heightened, being taken by surprise, and being able to bring ourselves right back down. We need to be in charge of the pace of that transition, and that is why we practice. Okay, last movement. We are already here. So we're going to go for just like a bit of uncertainty now, okay? So maybe this is, I think, maybe the best thing that we can practice is not knowing, is practicing the ability to say, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. So this movement, we're in easy pose and hands are on the front shin or shins, depending on how you're sitting. You're going to arch forward in a spinal flex, arch back, spinal flex the other way, come to center, shrug, and then drop the shoulders. So it's a 4-part movement. Let me turn to the side a little bit so you can see a bit better. Inhale, exhale, shrug, drop. Inhale, exhale, shrug, drop. Flex, flex. I don't know, okay? And eyes are closed and we're thinking Sat, Nam. Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam, or you can double the tempo if you'd like. It's up to you, but I really want you to travel the heart as far as you can, forward and back, and then travel those shoulders up and down as far as they'll go. So remember, the description of this Kriya was in order to have tolerance and humility, which makes me logic. Let me use that as a verb. That logic, the fact that humility does not go together with intolerance. What does that mean? I don't know. Sounds right, though. A few more. Let's really enjoy this. Swinging, shrugging combo movement. Excellent. Come to the center, neutral spine. Inhale deep. Draw the spine up straight, crown of head to the ceiling. Allow the energy to flow and spiral up. And exhale, engage Mulband. Again, allowing the energy to float and drift up like mist rising off a pond. And inhale and exhale when you need through the nose. We're going to come into Shavasana now. So remain sitting if you relax better that way, or come down onto your back. Lay out just 2 minutes here. Allow the right leg and the left leg to be parted, feet splaying out to each side. Adjust your shoulders, adjust your hips so that you are laying just as comfortably as possible. Palms are up to receive. Move the head on the neck to make sure the head's in its perfect spot. And let's go into a place of neutrality here after all of that emotion, positive, negative, positive, negative. Let's move into our neutral state of zero, shunya, the space in between. Allow the breath to come back into the body. Deep inhale. Start wiggling the fingers and the toes. Circle the ankles, circle the wrists in one direction, and switch the direction. Bring the arms up over your head. Feet come together, hands come together, and make yourself long, long, long as you stretch here, head to toe, fingertips to toes. Whew. Bring one knee up and over the body, gentle cat stretch here to one side. Inhale, exhale, send that leg down, other knee comes up, crosses the body in the other direction, gentle cat stretch here. Allowing blood, spinal fluid to come back into the spine, moving through. And send that knee down. Let's send the hands into the air, the feet into the air, and rub the palms, rub the soles of the feet, waking up all 72,000 nadis or nerve endings, coming, walking, trotting back through the cosmic door. Wrap your arms around your legs, give yourself a hug, and if it feels good, rock from side to side, and then rock forward and backward, distributing energy all along the spine and throughout the body, or push yourself up. Meet me in a seated position, and we will close with our sunshine song, as we always do. We'll sing it twice, once for yourself. Let's experience some loving kindness and compassion for the self. And then the second time we sing this song, let's send it out to another individual or group of people that you feel needs your energy. Close the eyes down. Hands are pressed into each other at the heart center. Let's inhale to begin. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Inhale inhale for a long Sat, short Nam, truth is our name. Sat Nam. We bow in deep gratitude to all the teachers, all the sages, all the yogis who have passed down these marvelous traditions of movement, mantra, meditation, so that in practicing them, we can sort ourselves out and shake off all the excess and really get to the core of the matter, becoming the true, most tolerant versions of ourselves in this moment, in every moment, today and every day. Sat Nam. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that was helpful. And if it was, maybe pass it on to someone else that you think would enjoy it too. All right, have an excellent week ahead, and we'll see you next week for a meditative lower key practice. All right, thanks everyone.